Ron Brooks.
Hi, everybody. A week ago Saturday, the Cowboy defense makes some plays at the end, holds on for a dramatic last-second win over Tulsa. Now, on Saturday night, the offense, Pat, gets a chance at the end to take you into position to get a game-winning field goal. You've got to wonder now, how much can the heart stand? But if the score keeps coming out in favor of the Cowboys, you'll keep them coming this way, won't you?
Oh, yeah. Matt Simon's North Texas team obviously played us right to the wire, and you can't say enough good things about them and how well prepared they were and these sorts of things. I thought the last couple of minutes, which we'll certainly see later on, I think we started growing up and doing some things. But we had a football team here, a Gator Bowl team, John, in 1985 that had Thurman Thomas and Leslie O'Neal on it, and beat these guys 10-9.
Right.
I mean, so the history of this series indicated it was going to be close. This one was a high-scoring affair, big plays, all kind of stuff, which we're going to see a pretty interesting football game.
I think so. We're going to see a lot of plays, and we're going to see a lot of points. So stay tuned to see a great Cowboy win. It's around the corner. Saturday night, North Texas won the toss and elected to receive the football, and we're going to get a chance at Lewis Field to see what the Cowboys did against the University of North Texas. Last week I said North Texas State. Apology there. University of North Texas.
Actually, we wasn't the toss, Johnny. We deferred.
Right. Okay.
Same difference. But now we kick off to them, and the sun was actually kind of a factor at this particular point. We kind of wanted to let their people start looking into it. I thought that in Lawson really kind of mishit a couple of kickoffs, but I thought if there was a difference in this ball game, when we really got down to it was the big plays around the kicking game. You can see Mark Mayer, their quarterback, is good. He's been a good player for them. He's broken every throwing record they've had down there and these sorts of things. They could not really sustain much running game to speak of. Conversely, throwing the ball all over the place, and the thing that really got us in trouble, which we'll see later on, is a couple of deep passes that they got over the top of us on. This kind of stuff here is again, does tend to pester you more than it does get you beat. He throws one on the sideline, and we knock him around. We had an injury. Trent Fisher, our safety, did not play. That kind of shook us up a little bit in the secondary, and we started getting some guys banged up a little bit as the course of the night went on. It certainly didn't help matters any. They make a couple of first downs, punt the ball, and we've got it down our 15-yard line, try to run a trap and do nothing. They've got, which we knew and which we had anticipated, they've got quite a bit of athletic ability in their secondary. They've got 3 transfers back in there, one from here, one from University of Oklahoma, and one from Louisville. Free safety from Louisville is really a good player. That ball right there, I thought got tipped. I don't know that it did, but they intercept. Now they've got the ball right down on our end of the field. Throw the wide receiver screen, make some yards off of it. Come and run this reverse. Nice play here, Lewis Adams. Lewis, nice job here of doing what you're supposed to do. Into the shotgun, run the quarterback draw. Jay Grosfield, who really I thought played a heck of a ball game, probably his best performance. We rotate 4 guys around in there, Jay being one of the 4. Did a nice job. Gets them stopped. They're going to come in here now. Okay, here he comes and tries to throw and throws it out of the back end of the end zone. They're going to kick a field goal. So defensively, following the turnover, we stop them, hold them to a field goal. So now it's North Texas got a 3-0 lead.
Now we're going to skip a series here and actually go back to North Texas next possession.
We didn't get anything done really on the first couple of offensive series. Didn't have very good field position. You can see them starting to really throw it around, but most of this at this particular time is up in front of us. Sack. Little bit disappointed. I would have thought if they would have attempted that many. Here's a big play right here. Boom, Gerard Johnson. I thought we'd have sacked him a little bit more. Gerard Johnson, number 4, which this was a call punt block. George Walstead and Tommy Kaiser, who are our 2 assistants that major in the kicking game, did a great job. We thought we could block a punt on them going in. It happened like we thought it would. Gerard, number 4, blocks it, and Johnny Jones picks it up and runs it in for Oklahoma State touchdown. I think having as good a return guy as Andre Richardson tends to set up this kind of stuff here. And we've been fairly good at blocking kicks over the last several years. And our people do a nice job of trying to get a block that will work. But it makes it even better when you got a return guy that people have to prepare for in Andre. Now you can combine the punt block group and the punt return group, and it's a heck of a weapon. So, okay, they make a little first down there. Still, again, nothing really alarming has happened in the throwing game. Here they try a little flare screen, make 3 or 4 yards. Nice play, James Elliott.
Now we're running about 4 plays of the 9-play drive because here's the pump fake, there's the touchdown.
That's exactly right. I mean, our corner bit on it. They pumped the ball and got in behind us. This is not the first time this has occurred, and we got to get something done about that. So now North Texas has jumped up ahead 10-7. We've got it back. Sprint out pass. Tony Jones throws it in there. Not much, but we're throwing the ball around even when we're backed up. Okay, Andre Richardson on the sprint draw and cuts it back. Excuse me, makes a first down. Could still continue to play Andre and David Thompson both at tailback. Andre got a little bit beat up. I think got kind of ball landed on his stomach a little bit funny and a little bit sore there, but he's going to be okay. Okay, Tony Jones on the option. With what they were doing and with crowding us as much at the line of scrimmage as they were and getting the free safety is heavily involved in the running game as they did, and rightfully so, the option game gave us some plays. You can see Tony pitched the ball earlier and made plays. We're going to make some later on. But, okay, here's the fullback give. Jeff Grenier. Again, Joe Jefferson and Grenier continue to play well. Okay, sweep. Andre Richardson almost scored. Sticks it up the field good. Andre's continuing to get better. Joe Jefferson now cuts it back.
Nice cut.
Oh, yeah, Joe and Grenier, the 2 fullbacks, are playing well. They're good, solid football players. Joe's probably one of the best leaders we've got on this football team. So now we've gone back ahead 14-10, and here you go. It's just fixing to start. We kick off. He hits this one a little bit better. Hits it down to inside the 5-yard line. I thought for the better part of the night, there's our man Jeroy Johnson, number 4, down making plays on special teams.
He ends up with about 3 special play tackles too, in addition to everything.
Well, he's a guy that does tend to do those kind of things. Actually, they got in behind us right there, and Lewis Adams got over the top and made a nice interception to protect that ball a little bit. We've got it now on their 15-yard line, but they tried to pump and go deep. Okay, we turn and run the sweep. David Thompson, a nice job. North Texas don't make much. Okay, come back in. Now we overthrew this. That's a little old quick out there. In all honesty, if we could have caught that clean, he'd have probably scored. Okay, here's a sweep again. There's that free safety right there. That kid's a good football player. He had been a starter at Louisville. Stop us, come in and kick the field goal. We get the ball down here off turnovers. Now this is where we had a chance to really get something done. Now you got to settle for a 3 instead of a 7. And not real good there. Again, nice kickoff down the 5-yard line. Okay, there's that Mark Spatz, 49, taking a shot at him. There's, I think, our man Jeroy Johnson, number 4, right in there. They've got a blocking in the back or something called on them. We're going to move the ball on back in here. Okay. They really, other than just a few plays, they broke a draw on us later on, but not a whole lot happening there. Nice pressure. Okay, throw it in. Johnny Jones with the interception here.
And some good rush from Crowder on that.
Demetrius Crowder did a nice job. He played well. Throw the ball out. Derek Jones, the tight end. Nice catch. We're maneuvering the ball down the field. Here's the option again. Now he threw it behind him. Now watch how many guys still tend to miss Andre Richardson. We got to execute that a little bit better, certainly. Here's the option again. Okay, deal the ball out. Andre, he makes a little move inside, jumps outside, almost scores. They knock him out of bounds at the 2. Now we got David Thompson in the ball game. He runs the ball down the inside, doesn't make much. Come back and run the option. So you can see how many people they got upfield. Tony keeps it, jumps inside.
Not only did he jump inside well there, Pat, but it looked like earlier too on the corners, he was very calm, waiting till the last second to make that pitch, really making some nice decisions.
He looks probably as natural doing some of this kind of stuff as probably anything he does, John. And you do worry about if you tried to feature too much about him getting hurt. But again, having that and being able to run it effectively probably was one of the differences for us offensively in this ballgame with all the pressure and the things they were doing to us.
Boy, at this point, it looked like you had things under control.
Well, we got a 2-touchdown lead. Okay, it does look like we got some things under control, and that changed real dramatically right there. So he gets into a little bit of a scramble situation.
59-yard touchdown.
59-yard touchdown pass, which you can't have. I mean, we've got a 2-touchdown lead, which is somewhat commanding. Now, just bingo, you let them get right back in it, which tends to pump them up. It tends to deflate us. Okay, Raphael Denson, get the ball out there quickly. I thought he might score and go a long way there. Nice job, Raphael. Our offense is countering by doing these sorts of things. Okay, here's David Thompson. Nice determined run by him. Okay, now we come back, run the fullback Grenier, make a little bit, not much. Okay, we got a punt. Greg Ivey comes in, drops the ball down in here pretty good. Let's see where this thing ends up. Okay, they fair caught it right down in there. Yeah, there was a short yardage call out there. We debated about going for it and didn't want to. Okay, quarterback draw. Mayer runs and gets some things out of it. The only thing that they did that we had not seen them do, this is a pretty nice, well-conceived little play. That's a tailback. They snuck through the line of scrimmage right there. They did some no-huddle stuff, which we hadn't seen them do before, but having played Tulsa the week before in the no-huddle, we were prepared for that. That wasn't factored. Now, getting inside us on post routes certainly was. We didn't get quite adjusted right, and he got inside the post. There's 2 touchdowns right quick.
And this comes in the final minute. We actually skipped a couple of series there to show you the North Texas touchdown. So we're now down into the final minute of the half.
Okay, here's Raphael Denson coming out with this second half kickoff. I thought we got fairly close to hitting the kickoff several times. Okay, we did not want to do anything real cute when we were way backed up. Now we broke the draw out here so we can start trying to do some things fast. I tell you, I think the best thing that Tony did, in my opinion, all night long, John, was duck and run and make some first downs. He's got some running ability, and instead of just throwing the ball out there in the crowd, run and do some things. Now, right at the end, we throw it deep, and this ball does get caught right there. It was 5 seconds left. We couldn't. The time had run out, so at the half, it's tied 24-24.
Tied 24 apiece, 252 yards total offense for North Texas, 237 for Oklahoma State, just about as close statistically also. We'll see the second half when we return. Well, there was a dandy at halftime, tied at 24, but buckle in because you've got some thrills coming up in the second half.
We take the opening kickoff here of the second half, get a little bit of a return out of it. I thought Andre, he had gotten banged up a little bit late in the half. He's okay.
Is that with the stomach?
Yeah, with the stomach. And I think he ended up bruised his ribs a little bit, but he comes back and plays pretty good. I think the start of the second half, he was still a little bit banged up. Here's David Thompson coming out here and breaking the counter play. You can see we started out throwing the ball and threw it around pretty good. Here's Tony on a sprint out. Chris Lofton, nicely executed, first down. We're maneuvering the ball on down the field. Again, doing the things that you need to do to come out, start the second half, run the fullback and get stoned. I had to adjust on a little bit of a blitz there. Threw it to David Thompson. They got us stopped. Now we go ahead and I thought Greg Ivey did it really. Had another heck of a night, punting the ball really in all phases.
I mean, is this like an iron shot?
Oh yeah, he just locked up and dropped it right down in there, and we stop them and come on out here and they run the ball and don't make anything. They're actually going to make a first down in here where they try to go deep and they called holding on us right there on one of the receivers, so they get a first down that way. Now they come out and run a little bit of play action there, hit the guy and really don't make much here. All right, now you can see they're just firing away. Now hit this kind of stuff, which is a little bit more than you like, and get it. Shotgun. Mayer's going back. Now they're pumping and trying to go deep there, and we had them covered. Norman Williams, nice play here. Play action off the naked. Comes back, throws across the field. Here's
the play by Jeroy Johnson.
There's our man again, and that happened right in line with me. When I first saw it, I thought the guy was going to get loose from us. Well, now Jeroy had it played after watching our film. He had it played all the way. They throw the ball out there. He steps in front of it, intercepts it, runs it back in for a touchdown. So now we've gone back up by a touch, 31-24.
Not bad for a guy that came on, just kind of walked onto your campus.
Well, it really is.
Right?
He's probably don't have enough time in this program to talk about how good a guy he really is and how much he means to the program. See, we kick the ball off. They try to field it, out of their own end zone. He throws, and we miss a couple of tackles, and they get out there and make a first down. I thought this kid's really he's a good college quarterback. Sure is. Throw that, we let a guy get inside of us right here, and they hit it. Now he comes back, throws one over. See, get over the top of now. That's Gerard. He gets over the top of us right there. I don't know if that was totally his fault. Okay, now interference is called here. They get the ball to 2-yard line, so it's 1st and goal, North Texas. They run some play action here off a quick count, get the guy loose in the end zone, touchdown North Texas. So here it is again, tied at 31-31, and a couple of those passes get us in trouble again. So
2 minutes to go in the third, and 31 apiece.
31 apiece. There's the tailback again, David Thompson. Nice gain to him. Come back, Tony off play action. Here he's making a nice run again. This is good stuff here. See, he just gets inside the first down marker, makes it. Okay, here's Andre Richardson breaking up the middle. Good job, Andre.
We're in the first series for the Cowboys in the 4th quarter.
Okay, there's Andre again. You worry a little bit about, and they stop us and come in. Okay, we mishandled that snap. Somebody asked me if that was a fake. No, it was not a fake. It was just Mark Wilson, our holder, I mean, he fessed up to it. He said, hey, I just mishandled it. It wasn't a bad snap. I just need to do a better job. And his credit, obviously, comes out later on and executes the one you got to win the ball game. Here's that little old receiver screen again. We missed 2 or 3 tackles, and they get loose down the sidelines, or almost get loose down the sidelines. So they're driving the ball back down the field. Here goes Mayer, back to throw, hits him. Boy, goodness gracious. Yeah, and here we go coming back. Here he is again. Javon Langford's going to sack him. This is obviously a big sack. They come in, kick the field goal. This kid hits this field goal nice and kicks it through. So now they've gone ahead 34-31.
And this is with 2:58 left to play in the game. You're going to get the ball here.
Well, there's actually, we get the ball back and hopefully could almost made something break right there in that kickoff. We get it in here and have got some time, don't have to start a full-fledged 2-minute drill. Tony makes a fairly nice decision on trying to run the ball here. We're not just rocking and firing. We're thinking about making a couple of first downs because we've got some time left. Okay, we get the holding call. Backs us up. Okay, now we're going off play action. Okay, throws the ball right there through it, just a little bit high. And boy, lucky that didn't get intercepted. Need to get that one thrown and caught. Okay, run this takeoff route to Lofton right there. I thought he might have gone up and made that catch. Now, there was some debate here, I won't lie, to whether to try to go, even there's 2 minutes left in the ball game now. Initial
but
thought,
you had all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, well, that was the key right there. We had the 3 timeouts left, so we went ahead and punted the ball. He gets off a 71-yard kick. They get the ball to 5-yard line. Nothing. Now we're using the timeouts right now.
Here's a big play here because now you stop him at the 1. Even if he gets out the 5 or 6, it takes away some options.
It really does. We stuffed him and knocked him back and have a good call. They try to sneak it, use the other timeout. Okay, now they're coming out and taking the safety, which I think was really a smart call on their part. They made the right decision. It's 1 point different. No better than we have proven that we can throw and catch the ball consistently. They've got a good kicker. Our kickoff return team comes in there. Here's Andre, gets the ball and runs it back. So we've got it out, around our 37-yard line.
With a minute 26 to play.
26. Come on now, David Thompson, get that ball caught and run with it. We drop that one. Here comes Tony coming back. Throws the corner route and rushed himself a little bit. We had that open. Now come back again. Here's Tony setting again. We thought we had the tight end open down the field, and they get, because this is 4th down right here, Force fans. Minute 10 seconds left in the ball game. Come back, run a little read route right there. Denson gets open. Tony guns it in.
Well, he did gun it too. I mean, he threaded it.
Nice throw. We clocked the ball right here to get it stopped. Now we're coming back. Play action again. Okay, Tony throws it off to the tight end right there. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. So now we come back. This is a big play. Watch this. Now, this is again where he's getting better. He runs the ball. He knows where he is and knows what we've got to do to get into field goal position.
And held onto the ball. I mean, he took a snot in
good hit, didn't he? Sure did. Now he comes back and we try to throw that corner route again. Almost hit that one. Had that and did make it. Okay, here comes Tony right now off of play action. Throws that. Now get an interference call. They run up the back of Derek Jones, so we get an
no doubt about that.
It is a good call. Interference, we get the ball. Now, when we get usually the landmark with no wind is a 30-yard line for us with Lawson Vaughn. So now we know we're in field goal range. Clock it, run it out. Okay, 17 seconds left. Now, we decided to go, which we had worked on this situation. We decided to go ahead and throw the corner route again. You got to trust him on judgment. Almost hit this. Lawson Vaughn comes out. Mark Wilson holds it down. He kicks it through. Oklahoma still with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Now, it looks like it just splits the uprights from there, but we get a chance to see that there was even a little more drama for you. Watch this one sneak through.
Usually from the sideline, you can't tell anything. But from the standpoint that he hit it solid, and I read his remarks because we obviously work out in the stadium every day, and the wind tends to make that ball drift, so you aim it at that upright and kick it through, and he did exactly like he's supposed to. Nice squib kick. It got exactly where we wanted to. They start the little scrum type of play, which is good on their part. We've got things defended. It never looked like that, which we work on defending that stuff. Heck of a ball game. Nice job, North Texas. Good luck to you from here on. Feel fortunate to have won.
36-34 the final. It's in the record book, and we're going to hit the books on the Pat Jones Show when we're back with our feature next. The student and student-athlete does come first at Oklahoma State, and on this week's feature, Tom Dorado looks at the academic side of collegiate athletics.
For many years, athletic eligibility was the primary focus of academic service programs across the country. Retention is one of the real keys to success in any sport. But eligibility is just part of the total picture when it comes to the student-athlete at Oklahoma State University.
I think for many years' time, the focus of academic supports programs was really more on athletic eligibility. Our philosophy is to focus more on graduation and really treat eligibility as a byproduct of progress toward graduation. One of the things that we emphasize more to our student athletes is that 10 or 15 years down the road, nobody's going to care what type of athlete they were, whether it's baseball, basketball, or football. And the most important thing is that they have a college degree and that they're able to go on and do something productive with their lives.
That was Big Anthony Greenlee, one of our offensive linemen last year, receiving his diploma. But Steve Urias and his group of people with academic support do a marvelous job. We've got a new facility planned that's in the makes. We're very excited about that. But Steve has been on board now a little over a year. We hired him from the University of Nebraska. He was up there. And again, he comes in with a great background, and this is probably, in my opinion, our opinion, probably the most important thing you can do for the athletes, not just football and basketball players, but all athletes, is the academic support. Their time demands are different, and you really got to stay on top of stuff, so he does a nice job.
University of Nebraska, Big 8 opener.
Well, I told somebody before, we're preparing for the best they got, and if that's Tommy Frazier or whoever at quarterback, we're going to go on and do it. We had a heck of a ball game with them last year down here on that Thursday night game. We know what we're in store for up there, and we'll know it will not be easy. I think our guys are anxious to get going.
Well, we're going to get going out of here and be back with you next week to show you what happened between Oklahoma State and Nebraska on the Pat Jones Show.